Thanks, YouTube. This is Samaya Fogel here. And today I'm coming to you to talk about my life and the direction that I'm headed in. So yeah, I am 29 years old and I'm from South Carolina. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, not long after high school. And I went to college, and I've been through a lot. I've been homeless. I have been, haven't dealt with. I've survived. I'm a survivor of physical abuse. I'm a survivor of sexual assault. I'm a survivor of so many different things. We all have a background and a story, and I suffer from depression. That is something that I've accepted that I'm going to have to overcome for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes people, in their effort to be okay with where they're at, they will minimize what they're going through, and I understand that does not define who I am, but it is definitely something that is a reoccurring theme that I have to overcome. The first step to changing a cycle is being able to identify it, and so I know this depression is something that I struggle with. Anywho, I am excuse me. I am at the point in my life where I'm trying to do something different. I feel like for a large part of my life, I have tried to do things in a linear path. Meaning, I thought that if I avoided certain things and certain people in certain situations, if I avoided those things, then I would go to college, and after I got out of college, I would get the job, and the job would lead me to the success. Then I have the husband, the children, the white picket fence, and so on and so forth, on through 50 years of marriage and happiness, right? Well, then life started happening, and I am not one of those girls that life happens easy for. It blows the mind sometimes when I talk about people who see where I'm at now in life, and they are like, "Oh, girl, you don't know what I go through. You ain't never been through nothing." And I'm thinking to myself, if you only knew that I should have been dead on numerous occasions. When that man raped me and left me in the bushes, I should have been dead. When I had to overcome homelessness and being destitute and not know where my next bill was coming from, sitting in my apartment about to get evicted and crying because I did not know not only where my next meal was coming from, but I did not know where I was going to lay my head once they put me out of my place. Multiple times. I'm not a girl that's had it all glamorous and glorious and beautiful. I'm a girl that has persevered and tried, and right now my life is not even all of that. It's really not. But I have a peace that surpasses all understanding because I'm the girl that has overcome. I'm the girl that cried out to God and He answered. And this is my testimony. I want you to get it because there are people out there who honestly believe that they are alone, that there is nothing in this world that can help them. They believe that they are just in this world bubble all by themselves and nobody loves them and nobody cares for them. And you know what, girl? Let me tell you something. I realized that when I stopped worrying about who is not there, it freed up space for people to come in and be there. Let me say that again. When I stopped worrying about who wasn't there and started living my life and improving myself, it made room for people to fill that space, to be there. Now, I am currently going to hair school. I shared that in other videos. And right, so I went to college. I double majored with managerial sciences and economics at Georgia State University in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, got that degree and thought I was hot shit. I thought I had it. I thought I had done it. It was only a matter of time. It was only a resume away from success and just me being able to get a house, a car, and just keep it moving. Life did not work that way for me. I have worked for people. I have went out of my way to make other people businesses grow and be successful. I started working in nonprofits, and I have seen people use my talent to get funding, use my talent to get prestige, use my talents to be prosperous, and they didn't give me anything in return. So the lesson I learned from that is, you have to be your own advocate. You can't wait for somebody else to advocate for you. You have to be your own advocate. Because at the end of the day, people are looking out in this world. People are looking out for themselves. And I'm giving my testimony today because I am empowered to do so. I want to thank Thomas Adriana for giving her testimony on her page, because I think she did it on her Adriana Chase page. But I want to thank her, because had it not been for that video, I would not have been inspired to do this today. And to just be honest, to be transparent with you guys. If I took you through everything that I've been through and everything that I deal with, y'all would run off this computer. You would shut it down and be like, she lying. Or you'd be like, oh, that's just too much. I can't take it. Let me cancel this and close the computer. You would. If you knew what I've been through, you would. God has given me a different mind. And I say God because I believe that Jesus Christ got on the cross, bled, and died for my sins. That doesn't mean that I believe that everybody has to believe what I believe. I don't believe that everybody has to believe what I believe. But I can only tell you about what works for me. I don't believe that Buddhists are wrong. I don't believe that Hindus are wrong. Because I don't believe that Islamic individuals are wrong. That just ain't my way. I call on Jesus and He answers me. But I don't know. They might call on Allah and Allah answer them. Because at the end of the day, I feel like God is. God, capital G-O-D, He is. And I don't think that He's tripping over the verbiage. I really don't. I really don't think God is tripping over our little small human way of pronouncing a name. Whether that name be Buddha, whether or not be Allah, whether or not be whatever. Krishna, whatever you believe in. Karma, whatever you want to call it. I know that the God, our infinite creator that started that Big Bang Theory that scientists go on and on about, the person that snapped the hand that made the particles come together and then burst forth and create a universe, that God is not tripping over semantics. So that's my caveat on that. But I know that God has given me a new mind. And with this new mind, I want to share to you people, my YouTubers, or anyone who will run across this video, because this ain't about hair. I feel like we talk about hair, and y'all will look on my video about hair, y'all will buy hair, we can talk all day about hair, but the reality of it is life is bigger than hair. Now, God has given me a new mind, and with this mind, I understand that I have to do something different. The reason why every job that I ever had eventually failed, it wasn't that I'm not it wasn't that I'm not talented. It's that I'm not an employee. My spirit is not an employee. I am not designed to be an employee. I am an employer. I am the boss. And that's why even when I had jobs, I would get promoted to leadership positions, or they wouldn't even promote me. I would be the acting manager without the title or the coins. You know what I mean? Because I am a natural leader. I am supposed to be self-employed, self-managed, self-directed, and my coins will not be relied upon other people to pay me a payroll check. It's not going down. It ain't for me. And I understand that. I want to share with you guys today that God has given me this mind to go to school, go to hair school. Even though I went to college, I'm going to hair school so that I can better myself, so that I can take financial power over myself. You know what? Let me say this. I like doing hair, but I'm not going to be a hairstylist standing behind the booth. I like educating individuals. I'm probably going to end up going for my instructor's license. I'm probably going to open up either a school of my own or some type of salon of my own. I'm probably going to sell. I know that I'm currently selling hair, and this is my first attempt at an entrepreneurial endeavor, and I'm excited. But the reality of it is, let me tell you something, baby. To my collective babies, you live, and you live carefree and you live your life authentically for you. You don't let your mama, I don't give a damn who it is. It could be your grandmama. Grandma lived her life. She did everything she wanted to do for herself. Your mama didn't consult you on where y'all moved. Your mama didn't consult you on whatever man she had. Your mama didn't consult you before she married your daddy. Your mama didn't consult you before she did what the hell she wanted to do with her life. Your daddy did what the hell he wanted to do with his life. He didn't ask you a damn thing. He told you this what's going on and you had to fall in line. She told you what was going on and you had to fall in line. Let me tell you something. Now it's your turn. It is your turn to live your life unapologetically. It is your turn to live your life authentically. And if it makes people uncomfortable, if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if you're transgender, if you want to be, at the end of the day, this is your life. And you have no excuse to not take advantage of the opportunities that are going to propel you towards success. This is your life. Now, if you want to be the boss, you have to pay the cost. So that means the decisions that you make in this one life that you have control over, you have to make sure that you are doing things that are positive. You have to make sure that you're doing things that are propelling you forward. And when you make a mistake, you have to be grown enough to stand up. I did everything I wanted to do. To date, there are a lot of things that I did not do that I didn't want to do. I wasn't interested in trying drugs. Child, the little drug bear when we were the little drug bear from when we was kids. It scared the hell out of me. This is your brain on drugs. Crack the egg. It did it for me. I don't have to do drugs to know that they're not good. I don't have to smoke to know that people in my family have died of cancer. I don't have to know. I don't have to try that to know. But I understand that even the mistakes that I did make, I understand now that an important part of me growing as an adult, an important part of me growing is me accepting that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That's science, baby. And scientists will agree. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And if you get that, and you get it at a young age, you can be okay. No excuses. You can't blame mama now. No excuses. You can't blame family now. If you have people in your life that aren't supportive, they have to go. Because if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. And if that means you have to love somebody from a distance. Now, see, people say, oh, I can't throw my family away. I'm not saying throw them away. You put them in a position you put them where they need to be. You reposition those people and you put them in the box that they need to be in. Everybody who's blood related to you does not have your best interest. They have their best interest. Only somebody who is self-absorbed and selfish can get so upset at things you do in your life that it literally makes them so angry that they can't deal with you. If you love me and you say that you love me and you love mama, daddy, whoever you are, and you say you love me, I shouldn't have to please you. I don't have to live to please you. You did your part. You raised me and I thank you. But now I'm grown. You let me live. Let me make my mistakes. Let me do what I need to do to be successful. Let me fall and rise on my own so that I can grow up and be that adult that I need to be. Doesn't mean you can't assist, but it's just assistance. You're not living this for me. So that means if you don't like my life and you don't like what I do, be prepared that I'm going to reposition you so that I can be successful. Now, I'm going to wrap this video up because for some reason I can't send videos more than 15 minutes. And this is at 14 minutes and 10 seconds. I love you all. This is my story. This is a brief snippet of my story and my testimony and my encouragement to you to live authentically you, unapologetically, tomorrow and forever. Do what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting nobody and you're propelling yourself towards success, I support you if no one else. Thank you.